Okay. So it's no secret that Blade & Sorcery is one of my favorite games to play. That's mainly due to the ongoing support, awesome updates, and great mod support. And before we go further, thank you to Cosby and the Warp Frog team for bringing this amazing game to Steam. It's also mainly due to the Outer Rim making Blade & Sorcery the best Star Wars game by complete accident. I'm looking at you over there, Vader Immortal. It may have a lot of lightsabers, and it's an impressive amount of work. By the way, thank you so much, Kingo64. But I came up with a few lightsabers in and out of canon that Kingo should think about implementing. Before we go any further, these lightsabers are in no specific order. I just picked 5 off the top of my head and said, yeah, those would be cool to have in Blade & Sorcery. Number 5, we're actually going to take a look at Ultra Sabers quick. Now, I could put a lot of these on here for the sake of saving time, but that's a waste of my time, your time, and the purpose of this video. What I'm mainly focusing on is the Initiate, Apprentice, and Standard Battle Sabers. These may seem a bit bland and a little bit boring, but these are really nice designs for what they are. My personal favorite and lightsaber of choice is the Dominic's version 4. I personally love this lightsaber because it fits my hand really nice, the grips feel great, and the hilt is elongated. I originally bought this with a 32-inch blade and it fits so well. I'd love to see this lightsaber in-game and swing around my own saber of choice in Blade & Sorcery, as much as I love Anakin's design. Number 4 will go to the feared warlord Tulak Horde. We don't know much about Tulak Horde, but we do know a few things. What he looks like, what he did, and what his saber is like. And my goodness, this design. Absolutely stunning and intimidating. While it doesn't offer a more unique playstyle as much as Dooku's or even Asajj Ventress's lightsabers, that have just been added to the game, mind you. Once again, thank you so much, Kano. I do think this would be a really cool addition. You could even find a use for that bit on the bottom. Maybe as a shank? Moving swiftly away from shanks, we'll look at Darth Bane's lightsaber. It may look a lot like Count Dooku's lightsaber, but there's a specific uniqueness to this one. This hilt in the Star Wars universe is practically weightless. Now, I don't know how well you can manage the weight of certain weapons, but I can tell you that there have been times where giant weapons have very little weight. Take the Godslayer, for example, from the Fantasy Mega Pack. The addition and mechanic to this lightsaber would be a marvel to witness, and it is an iconic weapon from the Old Republic. And personally, I just love screwing around with it since I don't know how the weight works. Number 2, a lightsaber tonfa. Hold up. A lightsaber what? Yeah, you know these things that martial artists use? I'm sorry, I'm not really familiar with tonfas and I don't even know how I would use them. But lightsaber tonfas were utilized more specifically by Maris Brood and Sinya. Maris Brood is the fallen apprentice of Shaak Ti. You may recognize Maris more specifically from the Force Unleashed video game, the novel, and the comic. But these lightsabers are very unique. From my time researching all of these lightsabers and seeing how they all work, I was only ever able to find Maris Brood and Sinya using these, but I'm sure there's gonna be more in the future. Like really, you're gonna tell me no one's gonna make a video on these? Come on. Number 1, forget everything that I just said, because this one should already be in the mod. Please, 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 Kingo. Add Darth Malgus's lightsaber into the Outer Rim. Just look at how beautiful this is. I'm not entirely sure what's so great about this lightsaber, but it's so iconic, and every time that I see it, I immediately think, an amazing and unstoppable man wielded that lightsaber. There's just something so aesthetically pleasing about this. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's an amalgamation, of badass and beautiful inside of one lightsaber. Darth Malgus is a legend among Sith Lords, though not as much as Tulak Horde, and just as memorable. Every time I see it, it's just, yes. So that's my list. Which lightsabers do you want to see in the Outer Rim mod pack? Leave your suggestions down below and I'll make a part 2 on this video. Maybe. Also, what do you think of this style of video? Do you want to see more like this? Let me know in the comments down below as well. All of the details of all the mods that I have even remotely mentioned will be down in the description below. And hopefully, if I remember correctly, in the order that they were mentioned. Down in the description while you're looking for the mods, you can also find my Discord. If you enjoyed this video, why don't you go ahead and give it a like. If you'd like to stay up to date on all my future chaos, you can subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. Also, I recently started a Patreon page, so if you want to support my garbage, you can join up and become powerful. And that'll be it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Have a lovely day, stay safe and at home to keep everyone else safe in these strange times, and don't forget to drink water. If you'd like to stay up to date with all my future chaos, you can ring the bell and... I put those backwards. And